Hello, class. This is Kevin Haywood, and for independent assignment number 2, I chose to do Learning Objective 12-6. So this was how to describe how leaders can have a positive impact on their organization through building trust and mentoring. So for this class, we're going to be talking about trust and the mentoring aspect of the leader in the organization or company, business, or even the fire service that I'll talk about at the end. So, what is needed for a leader to have a positive impact? Well, there's a couple of things. The means to building trust, which we're going to cover the outcomes of trust, trust development, regaining trust, and at the end, we're going to talk about mentoring. Mentoring the protege in the company and developing that trust with them and how to build that up through the corporation. So to start off with, what is trust? Well, trust is a psychological state that exists when you agree to make yourself vulnerable, that's important there, to another person because you have positive expectations about how things are going to turn out. So trust mutual street, you're making yourself vulnerable by trusting that individual that you're not going to get hurt or, damaged in the corporation. So the advantages of trust between supervisors and employees. This is important for the corporation. Trust facilitates information sharing. So employees are more willing to speak out when they feel safe revealing their views. So if your subordinates trust you as a leader, they're more apt to come to you with ideas that they would not necessarily bring to other people that they don't trust. And trusting groups are more effective. When a leader sets a trusting tone in a group formal setting, members are more willing to help each other, which increases the trust between the group members and then also with the leader. And also with that is members of a mistrusting group tend to be suspicious of each other and constantly guard against, the exploitations, and then that can restrict the communication in the group, which will hamper the group's outcome. And trust enhances productivity. Employees who trust their supervisors are more likely to receive higher performance ratings, indicating higher productivity. Good for the leader, good for the worker, good for the company. So, characteristics of trust development, part 2 of it, is integrity. So this is your honesty and truthfulness, maintaining consistency between what you do and what you say. And out of both of those, honesty is the most important thing that they found out through the integrity. Second is benevolence, is a caring and supporting behavior between your leaders and the followers. If the subordinate knows that the leader is caring, will hear their ideas, will back their ideas, they're more apt to trust that they will be looked after. And then also the ability. So you're unlikely to depend on someone whose abilities you do not believe in. So if they're not going to be able to do the job, you're not going to believe in them, and trust will be lessened. So last on that with the trust is regaining trust is lost. This is the hardest thing that there is. It can be regained, but only in certain situations and the type of violation. So if it is your ability, like we talked about earlier, that has caused the lack of trust, an apology and the willingness to do better is all that what might take to get the trust back. It still might take time. But if they see that your ability is improving and that you are sincere in changing, trust can be regained. If it is your integrity that caused the lack of trust, it might never be restored between the two. And losing the integrity with the trust is one of the hardest things to get back from people. So mentoring. The end of this. So we've gone through trust and now mentoring. So what is a mentor? Well, a mentor is a senior employee who sponsors or supports a less experienced employee called a protege. So it doesn't have to be the top leader in the company. It could just be somebody that has a little bit of experience that is taking somebody under their wing to teach them everything they know and get them on the right track. Mentors are good teachers that can present ideas clearly, listen well, and help their protege with problems. They're the ones that the protege will come to for problems in their working or projects that they're working on. The mentoring relationship helps the career and psychological desires of the protege and also with the mentor also in this. It's a mutual beneficial aspect of it, so that they both benefit by the career and the psychological desires. And the goal is to show the protege how the organization really works. So you were hired on, this is your job description, but now that you're in the business, this is how it really works. If you want to get ahead, who to go to, what to do to make yourself stand out and be upward mobility in the company. And mentoring is used quite frequently in the fire service for new fire recruits. Once fire recruits get out of their recruit school, they're normally placed in a station with a senior captain. The senior captain or members of his crew will take that recruit under their wing. Yeah, they just went through schooling and everything, but now this is the real way we do things. They're going to teach them the little nuances of being a firefighter and how to be a successful firefighter in their career. And it's all about, career modeling, helping people succeed. So mentoring is used a lot in the fire service, and it works really well for both the mentor and the protege, the recruit, for their careers. So I hope that answered some of the questions. The learning questions will be on my blackboard that I put on there on how leaders can have a positive impact. And a lot of it has to do with attitude and wanting to help people. So, all right, thank you, and hope we have a good one.